All right, welcome back, everybody. We are so excited to continue working on Kit 2 of our 8-Bit Computer project here in collaboration with the Mentor Project. I'm Jenna Bryant, the co-founder and CEO of Embedded Ventures, and today we have Jordan Noone and Jess Frazelle back helping me alongside the 7th and 8th grade students in Robeson County, North Carolina, learn how to build this 8-bit computer from scratch on breadboards. I'd love for us to do a quick recap of what we started building on Tuesday, and perhaps we could do a quick GitHub refresher to make sure that everyone has access to our new instructions. And also, in case anyone's using GitHub for the first time, maybe y'all can guide everyone to the right place and kind of walk us through GitHub as well. And just so the students know, in Robeson County, GitHub, especially from my recruiting days, GitHub is, for an engineer, it can be essentially a second resume. So a lot of times you'll get a resume for an engineer and you'll also get a link to their GitHub. And so I'm excited to show y'all GitHub and for you to navigate it and hopefully start using it.
Nice. Yeah, so the link, hopefully you all have it, but it's under the Embedded Ventures GitHub organization, the 8-bit computer instructions, and we're on Kit 2. Jordan had already done Kit 1, and so we're on Kit 2 on step 1.1.4, but we'll go over kind of a bit of what we did before. So what we're doing now is setting up the registers. The last few sessions we had been doing the clock. And so our clock will eventually connect to our registers, but the registers are actually going to be what holds our data. So we're going to have 3 of them, and each of them are an 8-bit register. And so what we did Tuesday was set up 2 4-bit registers and then our 8-bit bus. So the 2 chips that look similar are the 2 4-bit registers. And so combined, it's a 8-bit worth of storage. And then they hook up to this bus, which is the semi-bigger chip. And then we have all these LEDs connected so that we can see whether our bits are on or off, because there's either an on state or an off state, 0 or 1 basically. And so they'll either get power and light up or they won't. And that's kind of what we did before. And then today we're going to work on hooking up the chips to power and then maybe to each other and stuff like that.
Yeah, and to jump in a little bit on the GitHub side, I just sent out the link in chat to where the GitHub instructions are stored. If you haven't used GitHub before, it can be a little confusing. So my recommendation is just to scroll down on the page with the instructions. You can click a lot of different things on there that take you to things like the change logs, take you to like the raw file of which defines the format of the instructions. But those are a lot harder to read. So just go ahead and scroll down on that page. We probably on a later stream can go over more of the complicated functionality behind GitHub, but today we're just going to use it to read the instructions. The link, again, the link I put in chat is what you just want to scroll down on. Try not to click any of the links to the other pages because they may lead you astray for now. But that link's in chat for those following along.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, so we are starting at, sorry, Jess, one more time, which
Sorry,
step are we
so
on?
We're going to start at step 1.1.4, and so we're going to connect power and ground for our chips. And so if you also have the Ben Eater little booklet, you can see the diagrams for each of these chips and kind of see where power and ground are. So that will at least give you some idea as to also what we're doing. But we're going to start by connecting, and we're going to start with the 8-bit bus connection. So that's the bigger one. Okay. We're going to connect pin 1, which is the direction to power.
Okay, and remember y'all, we're going to have to use I'm actually going to bring these over here. Our wires. Okay.
And I put a little note in here because like later on we're gonna have all these wires that like overcross everyone. So the easiest way to do this that will not prevent damage later on is to go from like slot A on the breadboard to the power side.
Gotcha. All right, 1.1.4, sorry y'all. Luckily now I have a bigger desk, so I'm like scooting around, but I might have to hold this up because I can't see anything. Okay. Awesome. And y'all, while I'm getting this ready, I would love for Jess and Jordan, if y'all could share with our students what online resources have been the most helpful for you at your current job or in previous jobs. Just like everyone uses GitHub a lot, what are some other online resources that y'all would recommend our students get familiar with?
Honestly, just being like kind of a wizard at Google searching things is a huge deal. As someone who's like recently learned a new programming language, it like can feel daunting when you don't actually know the right words to search for, but like you know what you want. And so sometimes it's just knowing the right words and knowing like how to finagle your searches to actually get the thing that you want, because usually someone else has solved the problem.
Totally. And wait, sorry y'all, were y'all saying that with this step to connect power to ground so you're not crossing the board, what were y'all saying? Sorry, I was paying attention, but not
I
really.
was saying, so we're going to connect pin 1 to power, and mostly like if we go from row A to power,
Gotcha.
It's going to be the easiest for us.
Perfect.
later.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect. Okay, so just checking how I need to be measuring these. Continue on.
I was going to add one of the locations you often end up when Google searching things is this website called Stack Overflow, which has an amazing way of like ranking answers to questions that are kind of crowdsourced upvoting for technical questions. They have a whole bunch of stuff they range into, but often when you do a Google search for like what is the command to do this, or how do I reformat this array in Python, you'll end up on Stack Overflow, and you'll see people who respond, and then people upvote the answers based on which ones are helpful or relevant. So that site is amazing itself on a coding side. And then on an entrepreneurship side, I would point people to Paul Graham's blog. Paul Graham is the founder of a startup incubator called Y Combinator, which is one of the more well-known incubators in the world. He makes some very, very high quality blog posts on his site. I'll put it in chat here.
And maybe you can explain what Y Combinator is.
Y Combinator is essentially the organization that helped define what is a startup incubator. A startup incubator basically takes in companies in exchange for getting some equity in them, but takes companies and puts them through a program to mentor the founders, help shape the companies, grow them, help get follow-on investors. It's a model that's worked really well for Y Combinator to create some of the world's most valuable startups out of YC. YC is shorthand for Y Combinator. And they have an amazing track record, an amazing program that they've put together there. So it's a great spot. Paul Graham's blog in general. Looks like Jenna, you did a great job on that.
That's
one.
perfect.
I'll let you hop into the next step with Jess before talking more on YC, but I'll hop more as you get to the next wire.
Nice. So we're going to do kind of the same thing on the other side. Connect pin 20, which is the 5-volt power on the chip, to power on the board. And so now we kind of want to be in row J because we also want it a little bit out of the way.
And how many? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Y'all, my vision. I don't know.
I think to help you out, 20 is like the
it's just the opposite
one on the other side.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was assuming, but I was like, should I count? And I'm gonna use the same color. All right, y'all. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, but Y Combinator to continue that, the program, it's really competitive to get in. It's a hardcore application process where people are going through applications and interviews right now. You apply, if you get through the application, you interview. You used to interview in person. They do most of it remote now. And then you get into the program, hopefully. We know actually a couple founders that are going through the interview process right now.
And I know somebody who might be on here right now who did Y Combinator. Someone named Jordan Noone.
Oh, I am a Y Combinator alum, believe it or not. But I went through YC, and Sue Wern actually in chat provided
Oh, hey, Sue Wern.
link to YC, but YC is an amazing program. If anyone has questions on like the application process or is interested in pursuing a startup that goes through YC, let me know. And I can give some input on the process, what to watch out for. It's extremely competitive. I think like 1 out of every 1,000 companies gets in. I don't know the exact metrics now, but it's very exclusive. They've done a good job at expanding internationally. to have their program be really broad in the base of entrepreneurs that apply. So it's a great program to have been part of.
Nice. That's perfect. These are
How'd I do?
perfect little wires.
Y'all, well, from above you can't tell that one's shorter than the other, but that's okay.
You know how? No, but that's perfect because it's actually a shorter distance, I think. So. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's fair.
You know how Bob Ross goes like, "Oh, look at the little pretty clouds." It's like the perfect little wire.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and he's like, happy little accident. Just like that and like so. And platinum white. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh man. All right.
Okay, so now the last thing on the big chip we have is connecting ground to ground, and so that's pin 10, which is the last one on the other side.
Okay.
And so we also want to be in the A row for that. And
Gotcha.
So,
10 to ground. Awesome. Let's do it.
And I went through Y Combinator to jump back into that in the winter batch of 2016, so about 5 years ago. The program's expanded quite a bit since, but it was an amazing head start for my entrepreneurship journey.
Yay. I know, that's super cool. How do y'all, out of curiosity, how do y'all stay current with your technical skills? If say you're working on one project, doing one somewhat repetitive task for a few weeks, do y'all do anything at home to sharpen your skills?
I like to just go down internet rabbit holes on random things.
Yeah.
It's not really for the purpose of sharpening my skills other than curiosity, but I think it helps in the end.
Oh, totally. Oh, what have I done here? Let me try something. What was the last thing other than this that you engineered at home?
Well, for our office, I've been setting up this barcode scanner so we can keep our swag inventory.
Oh my God, I love that. We need that.
It's a little over-engineered for a startup, but I couldn't help myself.
I love it. Y'all, I'm sorry, I keep cutting this wire on accident. I need some gloves to where my fingers don't slip. I'm having a hard time.
The shorter wires are trickier. You may be able to hold them with the tweezers.
With my tweezies?
The tweezies.
For our teachers in Robeson County, y'all can unmute yourself for this. Are y'all having a hard time with your wire cutters, or are they working okay for y'all?
Could you repeat the question?
Oh, I'm just wondering if y'all are having an okay time with these wire strippers. They're slipping out of my fingers. How are they working for y'all?
Good.
Okay, good. Perhaps it's these fingernails. Someone was telling me yesterday, they were like, it almost adds to the drama, wondering if you're gonna break a nail on the stream. I was like, okay, that's fair. Snack stream, what does one have to do to get funding from our firm? I would love actually, Britt, do we have our inbound link that we can pop in chat? We would love to know about what you're working on. But Jordan, maybe while I'm doing this step, you can talk about what a diligence process is like once a company submits or gets to know us in whatever way that is. You can talk about how VC firms make decisions for investment.
Yeah, happy to jump in. The way that we diligence companies, and VCs in general, I think we do a more thorough version of diligence. But you basically have your team dig into the startup, ask a lot of questions, understand the company's potential, the founding team, what they're working on, what sector they're going to go into. For us, we have a group of advisors at Embedded.
Like Jess?
Includes Jess, includes a number of the guests you've seen on the line here, including G-Day, who are people who are champions of industry and have done very well, whether starting companies, operating companies, or have done very well in entering certain industries, and we like having their input on what they think a company will, or how a company will do, how successful they'll be, and if they make sense as an investment. So we assign a team of the advisors to dig into the company, and then basically write a memo or write a check afterwards, describing what we think should happen with the company.
And just so y'all know, VC firms, yeah, that one actually, I messed it up, but it was a happy little accident because it ended up being perfect. But y'all, VC firms are investing other people's money, called LPs or limited partners. And it's your fiduciary responsibility to your LPs to de-risk the investment as much as possible, especially in hard tech. There are longer exit timelines. The market might not exist yet. It's deep tech. It's highly technical. And so we de-risk the investment as much as we can before potentially writing a check. And then once you've written a check, you use your superpowers to de-risk it even more by helping that startup with whatever areas they want and need your help in and you're uniquely qualified to do. Awesome. Okay,
sweet. So we finished our 8-bit bus, and now we have our 2 registers, and
Okay.
I will apologize in advance if we, get very close to our LEDs there.
Uh-oh.
But we're going to start by connecting pin 1, and you can choose any register to start with.
Okay.
Both anyways. But pin 1, which is M, to ground. And it's also helpful if we stay in the A area over here as well.
Okay. All right.
Get the tweezies.
Come get my tweezies.
Yeah, things are going to get very tight here, you will see.
Superpowers. Oh, James Freeman, what's happening over in North Carolina? James, we need to have you as when you want to join us, and I think having you on here would be super fun. We might get in a little bit of trouble. Might have a little too much fun. Awesome. Y'all, thanks for sharing all that. And thanks for asking great questions, y'all. Let us know if y'all have any other questions. Feel free to throw them into the chat. We love answering your questions. Sweet. And Jess, Jordan, when y'all are interviewing to hire talent, say you're hiring, it's a role for someone who's just entering the workforce. What are some of the qualities that you look for in those candidates when you're interviewing and getting to know them?
I would say drive. Like, if people are really driven, especially early in their career, to learn whatever they need to learn and just figure things out along the way, like that's huge. Like, the growth mindset is
Totally.
Yeah, I totally agree with Jess there, and something that I'd add on top of that is just really ability to mention when they don't know something or they have something where they think it's wrong. One of the worst things that happen in an engineering program, like a really complicated one, is someone not to admit when they think there's a problem or not admit when something's behind, because it can cause a really bad cascade of issues. So humility and willingness to admit when they're wrong goes a long, long way in stability for a program.
Totally. And Snackstream, we actually just moved into our office. So I live in Calabasas, California. Everyone else lives on the west side. And so our middle area is in Malibu. We wanted a space we didn't need anything super big, but or super fancy. We just really wanted space for manufacturing. And also, of course, conference rooms and things, but we ended up finding a property and reached out to the property owner, who was incredible, and asked if we could have this garage space actually that had a built-in conference room, but it has these cool concrete floors. I mean, I'm like, to me, the garage is super cool. It's in Malibu, but it's it is built out as well. And so what they called the unrentable area that I think just comes when you rent a unit above us. We wanted that. We wanted that unrentable area. And so here we are. We actually picked up the keys the other day. Until then, believe it or not, y'all, we've been working out of my house. Did embedded vending shares? So I actually met Oxide originally off the band through my previous firm, Riot Ventures. And no lie, Jess, I've told you this, I was nervous to meet Jess.
You shouldn't have been.
I was
I
like,
was
oh my
also
gosh, y'all, Jess
nervous
is
to meet
famous.
Jess.
Oh my gosh, well, I am not a scary person.
She's not at all. That's what I learned. But off the band, which part of Malibu? Okay, so you can throw a rock and hit Nobu. And actually, y'all, with the garage door open, you can see the ocean. So I wish y'all could see. We've put our desks right over there, just looking out the garage door. And so when the garage door is open, it's like, the Pacific. I know. CPU guy, I love Jess too. She's the best.
Oh, nice. We worked together at Docker.
Oh, I love that. How cool. Whoa, Ocean View. I know, Sue Warren, you gotta come. Y'all are invited. I know, y'all, Ocean View from a garage? I'm like,
Maybe on one of these streams we can have a webcam as an ocean view. One of the
nice.
views on Twitch.
I love it. I also love that we wanted the like unrentable space. They're like, that's unrentable. It's a garage. And we're like, it's perfect. Yes. D. Mortman says, Jess Fraz, you are famously nice, but also you have a brain the size of a planet. So I 100% agree with you. Y'all, Jess is unbelievable. She gets an idea, and that gap between idea and action does not exist. It's unbelievable. Quick question though, y'all. Are we gonna have to, do we need to jump the chip? So like if pin 1 is right here, and we're needing to go to ground and we have the LED here, can we share space here, or do we need to hop over here?
So you can actually use any ground. It doesn't have to be aligned with the pin.
So we're gonna go right over here.
Yeah, you can go diagonal into ground, yeah.
Perfect.
Which makes this easier, but it does still get weird.
That's okay. I like weird. I'm not weird at all. Right, Jordan?
Sorry, I was muted.
I'm just kidding. I'm really weird. I like being weird. Yes, follow Jess. Oh, yes, James. We need some bongos for the beach jam sessions during lunch. Totally. That would be fun. I'm sure Jordan and Britt are like, do not encourage Jenna. I'll be like, oh, we need bongo drums. Let's
I don't know if we're ready for bongo drums.
Today, yeah. Today. My best and worst quality is that I fixate on things. And so if something's not done, and once it's an idea, it has to happen. It's a good and bad quality. We have fun doing it. Y'all should have seen Jordan and Britt this morning getting everything ready. And our sign did fall off the wall before the stream. We had this sign up beforehand.
The command hook duration, we just didn't have time to wait, and that bet we lost.
Jordan, don't tell everyone that we were hanging it with command hooks. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually kind of great.
Command hooks are genius.
But y'all, did y'all know that this sign changes colors? Have y'all seen this before? Wait. Green. Let's go with embedded green for a minute. How's that? Okay, back to the project. Okay, we are connecting pin 1 to ground. Ooh, y'all, this music. Okay. I'm gonna get a closer up view so y'all can see what's going on here. Here we go. Jordan, are you taking pictures?
I did take a behind-the-scenes shot for
Yay.
the crew here.
Can you? Yay. How am I doing, y'all?
Perfect.
This is looking really good. Yeah.
It looks really good.
Ah.
This is the Bob Ross of circuit boards.
That's right.
You know, I really love that analogy. I like it. I'm like happy little wires.
Just happy little accidents over here. Bob Ross and his squirrels. Should I get doesn't he have squirrels or something that'll come and sit on his shoulder?
Totally.
We need squirrels. All right.
So now I don't know if you actually still have those pre-made wires, but it would actually be helpful or make your life easier, but we could also do it by hand.
Okay.
We're gonna go from pin 1 to pin 2 on the chip, and so this is connecting M to N, and I'll like explain what this means.
Okay.
But we're just going like one little slot. So if you have the
Okay.
pre-made wires that have the little itty bitty babies, they're perfect.
I don't think we have this, but
Those
you know
did
what?
not make it over in the move today.
You know, that's okay. We're gonna
can make
DIY
one.
this. We're gonna make this.
Another happy little accident.
We're gonna have another little happy little accident over here, but y'all just wait. You just wait. I have a feeling that we can make it happen.
So basically what this does is M and N together are our enable, and when we're setting this to low, it means that we can get the data back off of these registers, and so we'll do that a little bit later.
Little debris over here. Oh, y'all, look at this. This is gonna look so good. I think I might have a hidden talent over here. Could you go on America's Got Talent and be like, I know how to build a circuit board with beautifully placed wiring? America's Got Talent. Has anyone ever done an engineering project on something like that? Oh, I may or may not have taken everything off. Hold on.
But that's fine.
Is that okay?
On mine, there's no like protection.
How's that?
Looks good.
Well, it's a little blurry, but okay. So we're connecting 1 to 2, you said?
Yeah, 1 to 2.
Alrighty, let's do it.
And if you could do it somewhere near A or B,
Okay.
B probably, that would be great.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, y'all. Y'all like this music? Okay, let's go.
This is pretty cool music. This is upbeat dance channel on Streamlabs.
Dope.
Is that one? Oh. Me. Do people do this without tweezers? If so, how?
It would be hard.
It would be hard.
Did we send tweezers to the students, Jordan?
I don't believe.
We need to send y'all some tweezers. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one is a little. I actually ordered these. It's like a six pack of tweezers on Amazon. Okay. Okay. Oh yes. But I guess once you've done one of these little wires, it's just, you can just redo the same thing.
Yeah.
And y'all, if anyone, tweezers by Tweezer Man, oh yeah, we should look those up. Dean Martman. Yeah, Neuron Collider, easier without nails. But doesn't it make it more suspenseful? This is like a Twitch thriller. It's like an action suspense film. It's like, Mission Impossible over here. So if anyone's joining for the first time, we are building an 8-bit computer from scratch on breadboards alongside the 7th and 8th grade students in Robeson County, North Carolina, in collaboration with the Mentor Project. We're on Kit 2. The instructions are in the chat, so if y'all just want to scroll up, you'll find them. I think I do need those tweezers because these are like not holding on to this very well. Let's see. But boom, look at that.
Nice. That is perfect.
What? Oh my gosh, y'all, who am I? It looks like an earring from Claire's.
That's perfect. That one's hard, honestly, without the pre-made things. Like,
Y'all, it wasn't pre-made, and I did it with these talons. I'm telling y'all, America's Got Talent. Okay.
So now we have pin 8 goes to ground, and just to help you out, it's the last one on that same side.
Perfect. Let's do it. Ooh, what color? I'm gonna keep my green wires going. How's that? How is that?
Nice.
Oh yeah. I nailed it, didn't shh. Thanks, Britt. I like it. Jordan, what was the last project you built at home?
Well, the last one I did at home, I think that was a DIY job to repair my garage door because I had accidentally sheared off one of the sensors for it.
Oh no.
Fixing some damage I did.
Oh no.
I had to make a custom bracket because all the ones that were off the shelf didn't fit.
I'm trying to think, what was the last thing, well, other than this? I do a lot of sewing, so I like to make clothing. I do fashion design, but I do a lot of design. So for our branding stuff, like I've made this overlay and everything. Maybe I could do a Photoshop course on here. I could teach Jess and Jordan. I could teach y'all Photoshop.
That would be dope.
Do y'all already know how to use it?
Poorly, very bad.
Okay.
Very bad Photoshop.
I'm better at Illustrator.
I use Photoshop every single day. I love it. And I learned Photoshop in college. Okay, I'm connecting 8 to ground.
Yes.
Okay,
Just as a heads up, we have about 2 minutes left.
awesome. So maybe, is this the last step for today,
We
maybe?
have this one and one more step, and then the same thing on the other chip. So you
Gotcha.
can always,
Let's go. I want to make sure y'all can see what's going on here. I'm not wearing my glasses today. Boom, and then honestly, these wires I like so much better than the pre-made ones.
It's nice having control.
Totally. Here we go. But yeah. I think I am gonna, let me try a different pair of tweezers really quick. Okay. Yeah. Is the anticipation difficult for y'all? Are y'all like, come on, Jenna, you can do it?
I could never do.
You what, Jordan? I think you're on mute.
I could never do what you're doing with nails. I destroy my nails already, and I barely have any.
I don't think I could do it without nails. I'm better with nails. Like typing, I love typing with nails. Ting, ting, ting,
I like
ting,
the
ting.
sound of it.
Oh yeah, it's like ting, 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 ting.
It's like
How's
you
that?
have a built-in mechanical keyboard with your
Oh, totally. Now mechanical so with some keyboards, I type with my fingers flat like this, and then with others, with mechanical keyboards, I type like this.
Yeah.
So I have to shift actually, because I have both. And so when I'll like shift keyboard typing styles throughout the day. How's that?
Perfect.
Somebody should invent tweezer. Stop. Neuron collider. Yes, someone should invent tweezer nail extensions. Y'all, that's like kind of amazing and gross at the same time. What if I could just file my nails into tweezers? They need to be a little bit longer. I would be like Edward Scissorhands. That'd be great. Edward Scissorhands. I love that film as a kid. Frazelle, try getting the tweezers with a lock. I need that holds down the part so it's easy to push through and it won't wiggle. I need that. Ooh. That's a great idea. Because I mean, it's just like slipping away. That's a great idea. Do you happen to have any that you recommend? It makes it so, okay, I love that. I need that. And thank you for that suggestion, because sometimes I go, as the non-engineer on the stream, I get a little insecure and I'll go, how embarrassing, it keeps slipping out with the tweezer. But I'm happy to know that it happens to others. Frazelle, those were the ones my dentist gave me. Love it. All right, I think we reached a good stopping point. What do y'all think?
Yeah, this is good for now. This is great.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Y'all, thank you so much. Thanks for bearing with us as we were a little bit late. Again, our sign fell off the wall. But we will continue building this every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific. Again, we're in collaboration with the Mentor Project and the 7th and 8th grade students in Robeson County. And so we will see y'all. Oh, CPU, I've never done breadboard work. You haven't? Somehow I don't believe that. But awesome. Dee Mortman, this was awesome. Thank you so much for coming. Great. Maybe we'll find some of those tweezers before next week. That would be awesome. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jess and Jordan, Britt, Hannah, everyone for your help. And we'll see y'all next week.
Thank you. Great job.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.